Greetings and introductions are very important. They are the first things we say to people when we meet them, and they set the tone for the entire interaction. Whether it's a simple hello or a more formal introduction, these initial words can make a big difference in how we are perceived and how the conversation unfolds. They are the first things we say to people. A warm greeting can make someone feel welcome and valued, while a cold or indifferent one can have the opposite effect. It's amazing how much power a few simple words can have in shaping our relationships and interactions. We use them every day. From the moment we wake up and greet our family members, to the time we step into our workplace and say hello to our colleagues, greetings are a constant part of our daily routine. They help us connect with others and create a sense of community. They help us start conversations. A simple greeting can open the door to a deeper conversation, allowing us to share ideas, thoughts, and feelings. It's the first step in building a rapport with someone, whether it's a new acquaintance or a longtime friend. They also help us make friends. When we greet someone with a smile and a friendly word, we show that we are approachable and open to forming new connections. This can lead to lasting friendships and meaningful relationships. When we greet someone, we show them respect. Different cultures have different ways of greeting, but the underlying message is the same. We acknowledge the other person's presence and show that we value them. Whether it's a handshake, a bow, or a simple nod, greetings are a universal way of showing respect. We also show that we are friendly. Introductions are important too. They tell people who we are and give them a glimpse into our personality. A good introduction can make a lasting impression and pave the way for a positive interaction. They tell people who we are. When we introduce ourselves, we share a part of our identity with others. This helps to establish trust and build a connection. It's the first step in getting to know someone and forming a relationship. They also help us learn about others. By listening to how others introduce themselves, we can learn about their background, interests, and experiences. This can lead to more meaningful conversations and a deeper understanding of each other. Learning greetings and introductions is essential for beginners. When learning a new language, these are often the first things we are taught. They provide a foundation for further learning and help us to start communicating with others in the new language. It is the foundation of language learning. Without knowing how to greet and introduce ourselves, it would be difficult to start a conversation and practice the new language. These basic skills are crucial for building confidence and making progress in language learning. Once you know them, you can start talking to people. With a solid understanding of greetings and introductions, you can begin to engage in conversations and practice your language skills. This will help you to improve and become more fluent over time. You can start learning more about the language. As you become more comfortable with greetings and introductions, you can move on to more complex conversations and continue to expand your vocabulary and understanding of the language. This is the key to becoming proficient and confident in a new language. There are many ways to learn a language. Whether you're a beginner or looking to refine your skills, the journey of language learning can be both exciting and challenging. It's important to find methods that work best for you. Some ways are better than others. The key is to discover techniques that align with your learning style and stick with them consistently. Here are some tips to help you learn quickly and effectively. These strategies can make the process smoother and more enjoyable. First, make learning a habit. Consistency is crucial in language learning. Set aside a specific time each day dedicated to studying the language. Practice every day, even if it is just for a few minutes. Short daily sessions are more effective than long, infrequent study periods. Second, review what you learn often. Repetition helps reinforce new information and moves it from short-term to long-term memory. This will help you remember. Tools like spaced repetition software can be particularly useful for this purpose. Third, immerse yourself in the language. Surround yourself with the language as much as possible. This could mean watching TV shows, listening to music, or even changing the language settings on your devices. Watch English TV shows and listen to English music. This not only helps with understanding, but also with pronunciation and intonation. Finally, find someone to practice with. Having a conversation partner can significantly boost your speaking skills and confidence. This could be a friend, a family member, or a tutor. Engaging in regular conversations helps you apply what you've learned in real-life situations. Talking to someone will help you build your confidence. The more you practice speaking, the more natural it will become. Remember, making mistakes is part of the learning process, so don't be afraid to speak up and learn from them. Additionally, try to incorporate the language into your daily life. read books, write journals, or use language learning apps to keep practicing. Joining a class or study group can also provide structure and motivation. Learning with others can make the process more enjoyable and less isolating. Celebrate your progress no matter how small. Recognizing your achievements can keep you motivated and committed to your language learning journey. Finally, if possible, travel to a country where the language is spoken. Immersing yourself in the culture and daily life of native speakers can accelerate your learning and provide invaluable experiences. Remember, language learning is a journey. Enjoy the process, stay patient, and keep practicing. With dedication and the right strategies, you'll be speaking fluently in no time. Immersion is a great way to learn a language. It means surrounding yourself with the language. When you are immersed, you learn naturally. One way to immerse yourself is to watch English movies and TV shows. You can also listen to English music and podcasts. Another way is to read English books and articles. The more you immerse yourself, the better you will learn. Immersion helps you learn in context. You see how the language is used in real situations. This helps you understand the meaning better. Language experts agree that practice is key. The more you practice, the better you will become. They also recommend focusing on your pronunciation. Pronunciation is important for understanding and being understood. Listen carefully to how native speakers pronounce words. Try to imitate them. You can also record yourself speaking and listen back to it. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when they are learning a new language. The important thing is to keep practicing. Section 5. Insights from Rosetta Stone. So, Rosetta Stone is a popular language learning program. It uses an immersive approach, which means that you learn through exposure to the language. Rosetta Stone uses images, audio, and text. This helps you learn in a natural and engaging way. The program also uses spaced repetition. This means that you review what you learn at increasing intervals. Spaced repetition is very effective for language learning. It helps you remember information for longer. Section 6. Making learning engaging. Learning a language should be fun. There are many ways to make it more engaging. One way is to use games and activities. You can find many language learning games online and in app stores. Another way to make learning fun is to join a language exchange group. This is a great way to meet new people and practice your English. Learning with others can be very motivating. It can also help you stay on track. Section 7. Cultural nuances. Every language has its own cultural nuances. These are the unspoken rules of communication. For example, in some cultures it is considered rude to interrupt someone who is speaking. In other cultures it is perfectly acceptable. It is important to be aware of these nuances. They can help you avoid misunderstandings. You can learn about cultural nuances by reading books and articles. You can also ask native speakers to share their knowledge with you. Learning about culture is an important part of language learning. Section 8. Practicing greetings and introductions. Now that you know the basics, it is time to start practicing. Practicing is essential because it helps you become more comfortable and confident in using the language. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Here are some simple greetings and introductions to get you started. These are fundamental phrases that you will use frequently, so it's important to get them right. Hello. This is a standard greeting that you can use in most situations. It's versatile and can be used at any time of the day. Whether you're meeting someone for the first time or greeting a friend, hello is always appropriate. Good morning. Use this greeting before noon. It's a polite and friendly way to start the day. You can use it when you see someone for the first time in the morning, whether it's a colleague, a friend, or even a stranger. Good afternoon. Use this greeting from noon to about 6 p.m. It's a great way to acknowledge someone in the middle of the day. It shows that you are aware of the time and are being considerate. Good evening. Use this greeting after 6 p.m. It's a warm and pleasant way to greet someone as the day winds down. It can be used in both formal and informal settings. My name is your name. This is how you introduce yourself. It's a simple and clear way to let someone know who you are. Make sure to say it with confidence and a smile. Nice to meet you. Say this after someone introduces themselves to you. It's a polite way to acknowledge the introduction and show that you are pleased to meet the person. How are you? You can ask this after greeting someone. It's a common way to show interest in the other person's well-being. It's also a great way to start a conversation. You can practice these greetings and introductions with a friend, a family member, or a language partner. Practicing with someone you know can make it more comfortable and less intimidating. You can also practice in front of a mirror to see your expressions and body language. The key is to practice regularly and make it a part of your daily routine. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. So, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn and improve. Happy practicing! Section 9. Conclusion. Your language journey begins. Learning a new language can seem daunting, but it is an incredibly rewarding experience. By mastering greetings and introductions, you are taking the first step on an exciting journey. Remember that consistent practice and immersion are key. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and embrace every opportunity to use your new language skills. With dedication and a positive attitude, you will be surprised at how quickly you progress. Enjoy the journey and celebrate your achievements along the way.